With Graham Smith, Gary Wilson and Vikram Solanki all scoring 50s, Surrey easily batted through the final day of their LV County Championship match at the Kia Oval to draw their game with Sussex. That was Surrey's objective at the outset of the last day. Smith, who resumed his innings on 43, soon recorded his first 50 as a Surrey player. It had come off just 54 balls, and that was his fifth four. It's funny sometimes how sport sorts itself out. A pre-match net led to an injury to Aaron Haranath, and Wilson was the man chosen to go in at number 3 for the first time in his first-class career. He paid his captain back with 100 in the first innings here, and the Irishman had clearly taken a lot of confidence from that knock. Surrey had conceded a first innings lead of 175 and so were still 59 runs behind when Smith on 67 was bowled by Monty Panesar in the day's 13th over. With their lead still intact and the big wicket of Smith in the bag, Sussex may still have fancied their chances, especially had this big appeal for leg before against Wilson been answered in the affirmative. I think Panesar thought it was out. Wilson and Solanki then got their heads down to ensure that no more wickets were lost before lunch. The pitch was certainly not playing like a last day one, and it was still a very good one to bat on, even against the spin of the major threat Panesar. Indeed, Wilson would probably like to carry this pitch around with him for the rest of the summer, the way he batted on it. He would have enjoyed his lunch, having added a 50 to his first innings ton. He got to it with his fifth four from his 112th delivery. It was another fine knock from the Irish keeper batsman. Alas for him, he was soon out after the restart to give Sussex renewed hope. On 60, he offered a return catch to Chris Nash, who held on. That left Surrey on 182 for 3, 7 runs ahead, with Solanki now making it 2 50s in this match with this shot. His had arrived off 99 balls, with that being his 7th boundary. And soon, in partnership with Xander de Bruyne, he was ensuring that there was no way back for Sussex as the afternoon wore on. A draw had always seemed the most likely result, and certainly nobody would be offering any odds on a positive result at this stage. By the time that Sussex picked up a couple of wickets just before tea, it was all too late. De Bruyne had made 26 when he was leg before to Luke Wells. And the part-time leg spinner claimed only the 7th wicket of his career when he then saw Solanki pull a short ball to Chris Jordan. Solanki on 83 could hardly believe what he'd done. The rest of the day was nothing more than an extended net session for Steve Davis and Jason Roy, and an opportunity to get an asterisk by their names by the close. For their second game in succession at the Kia Oval, anything other than a drawn game was always going to be difficult to fashion. This pair took the total to 308 for 5 by the time that everybody had had enough. It was a match filled with individual milestones, from Wilson's first innings 100 to Wells' exceptional double ton, but Sussex had to be content with 9 points to Surrey's 8. Sussex now head home for the first time this season for the visit of Warwickshire on Wednesday, while Surrey have the small matter of a London derby at Lord's beginning a day later.